the story of the ruby keystone, a vision that I saw while doing Kriya breathwork, a kind of yoga. This came in response to my question, how does one hold the visionary state? Raising the ruby keystone. I had a vision recently. It was of a ruby keystone held up as if by anti-grav units. There it was, hovering in front of my brow's third eye, and through its facets flowed rays from distant radiant horizons. Seething creaturescapes, infinite cities, and a brilliant pellet of unity so alluring that my mind and soul clasped each other and reached out, yet not able to grasp it. Then, suddenly there was a slight wobble in the keystone. I stepped back in shock, and another wobble preceded a slow, sliding, slipping down. Inexorably and horribly, my beloved seeing stone fell from view, the light no longer finding its way through those cherry facets. A terrible crash and splintering sound, and the ruby keystone was gone, burying itself in my puckered unconscious. I fell to my knees in despair. Would such a vision ever return? I struggled to keep in my mind a semblance of the ruby keystone, and scratched out a notion of a structure that would raise it up again. Easier said than done, I embarked on the plan. I said to myself, the ruby keystone could be supported unassisted, if nestled within an arch of careful making. Thus placed, it would become an eternal conduit for that exquisite light passing through all souls. I knew that this endeavor, like the building of a great cathedral, could outlast my lifetime. I may be only to set one foundation stone or leave a wooden pulley with one shoe in it as a sign for future builders. You may have beheld the ruby keystone once, or perhaps a few times in your time. But by what means can you constantly hold the visionary state? By the very way you live your life, by your daily practices, and by the way you hold and serve your fellow human beings. You must slowly and deliberately build the foundations of this practice. First, lay down the foundation slab of truth and honesty in all dealings. Next are strong supporting columns set on either side, representing the dual legs of your family and your community. Once those are in place, comes the careful carving of curving stones, voussoirs with almost infinite fineness in angle and weight. These will form the delicate arch that will hold the ruby keystone like loving hands. If one of these is not perfect, the arch will become unstable and fall. But now comes the conundrum. How do you hold these stones on their high, curving path? You must build a tall supporting scaffold of wood, and then lift each block into its supported space. This structure is raised solely through profound spiritual practice. Ego, mind, body, heart, and that which looks over all of them and out into the cosmos, these are the members of that structure. They must come into complete balance to make it all work. And now comes the day when you look up admiringly at your creation, what you think you have become, and you are proud. Suddenly, a force from the world rushes in and strikes your standing stones. Your family and community are shattered and fall, and your spirit folds inward and tumbles to rubble. You must rebuild again, and perhaps again after that, for you have learned that it is not all about you. You must humbly seek the help of the world, of the mother of life, and of the genius of intuition. Their gift through intellect gives you buttresses that press against your standing stones. Your whole structure is strong, as it is now a project and a product of the cosmos. And now you are finally ready to raise the ruby keystone. Pulling with all your might and seeing with all your light, you must now reach down and find the ruby keystone. There it is, a faint trill felt deep inside, a glint that flashes behind the eye, and the caress of a breeze with a surprising touch on the skin. You're ready. The lift begins. There is no wavering, and there is no hesitation, for there is no you. You are the act. Everything that was you is now given over to it. The universe, the living earth, the family, the community, the intellect, the spirits, and the complex web have given their all. The stone now sits in the keyhole. The scaffolding falls away, as do you. The world is now complete. The universe is perfected, and through the ruby keystone, the light of eternity shines, from the very beginning to the very end, and all is one. This has been another episode of Dr. Bruce. This one was recorded November 4th, 2012 in Islamabad, Pakistan. For more episodes and more words and more levity from the Levity Zone of Dr. Bruce, visit us on the web at drbruce.org or find us in iTunes under Dr. Bruce. Music kindly provided by Chris Adams, called Prelude to a Sacred Resonance.